We are so back. Good morning. Ride with me. And gosh, I feel like we haven't had I haven't been able to do this show in a little bit. I had crazy um encounter with my car. I hit a pothole and ended up cracking the rim on my car, which made it unsafe to drive. So I had to get the rim replaced. I had to get a rim ordered. I had to get new tires. But it's been a whole ordeal. But I've also been traveling like crazy, so I haven't had time to deal with it. So, anyways, I was home last week, got the car taken care of, and I'm back in the saddle on my way to work. Thank you for checking out the show. Gosh, I got the wrong date on here because I just hit go. The last time I did this was June 4th. It's now June 22nd, Monday morning. Delayed start for me. I had some calls this morning from the house and now heading into the office for a little bit before catching a flight in a couple hours. So, couple things to talk about today. One, we got to talk about the World Cup. And I'm going to bring this camera down a little bit. Um, we got to talk about the World Cup. I haven't been to a game, so I'll start there. And I've been watching a little bit, but honestly, I love just the atmosphere stuff. You guys know I focus on experience, I focus on all the things that go around the actual sport. So for me, watching people come in and go into these beautiful venues, I don't think people realize just how beautiful the venues are that we have created in this country for sporting events and live events. Unbelievable. And watching folks from other parts of the world make their way here to the United States and get to experience some of this. I've really enjoyed that content. I was with some friends over the weekend, and by the way, happy Father's Day to all the dads. Hope you all had a nice, relaxing Sunday yesterday. I did that for sure. So, having a conversation with some friends, and it was like the content is just so great, and it is a great, incredible reminder of the power of gatekeeping. Um, when the content is going through a filter that people want you to see, they're going to tell you the story they want to tell you. It's back to the whole hypothesis we have around Cuento, which is if you don't tell your story, then you're allowing somebody else to dictate what you're going to be known for. And that's never a good situation. That's never a good plan, never a good strategy. It is on us to tell the world who we are, what we're capable of, and what we're all about, what we stand for. And that's your brand, right? So don't get confused by buzzwords or any of this other stuff. That is your brand. So, with that being said, it's it's our job to tell that story. And what you're seeing right now through the World Cup are, you know, the algorithm rewards what people want to see. So if momentum is high and spirits are high, positive, heartwarming stories make their way to the top of the feed and people enjoy them. For sports teams, if the team is not performing well as a team, negative stories drive the algorithm. Stories feed that monster. But right now with the World Cup, it's positive stories. So I'm loving that. I love the positive stories. I don't know. I'm a pretty simple person. I enjoy happy, positive vibes. So for me, I love seeing all the excitement going on around the world uh, for what's happening here in the United States and what's happening with the World Cup. There's so much. Gosh, I've been doing some reels spotlighting the different sing-alongs and chants and sort of different things that the different countries do, and it's just great. I'm now on a mission to try to go to a game, go to a match. Gosh, fans from around the world do not like it when you use the word soccer, which is so funny. I don't know, man. Like there are so many things to care about in this world. That seems to be one of them. That's a hot button. So just I'm really enjoying that. It's been really fun to see and just to observe and watch fans, you know, experience Texas barbecue for the first time, or uh, you know, going into the bars in Boston and all the craziness that goes on there. It's just that stuff has just been really fun. So uh, I hope you're taking that in. But there are some incredible lessons to be gleaned from all of that as well, from a business and a personal branding perspective. Um, First of all, um, the story we were talking about you having to tell your story. FIFA controls their narrative, man. They've got control, and they're. I've seen some crazy. Obviously, a lot of people. I think a lot of people have seen the Levi's sign covered up. Um, I think they did a great job. I think that is really, really, really smart marketing. Brilliant. It's got us talking about Levi's, right? I'm talking about it. We talked about it. It came up in conversation over the weekend, which means their brand and marketing team did their job, right? You get a challenge thrown your way. Hey, we paid all this money for a naming rights, but FIFA's not going to allow it. What can we do to make our mark? And it wasn't a random tactic. I mean, there was a whole campaign built around this that was happening with out of home and digital and organic content and just well executed strategy. Kudos to everybody who was part of that on the Levi's team to make that happen. It was great. I saw Gillette did something similar with like shaving cream. I don't think it's as good. I think it's cute. I think it's full. But if I was giving out rankings, Levi's is going to be way up here on that one. Just awesome, awesome work. I love seeing that stuff. That's the game, man. Like we get thrown challenges all the time, and our job is to adjust to them and try to move the business and the narrative forward. Um, 2 weeks ago, Quento and with our partners, we launched a new men's skincare brand called Foreskin, number four dash skin. Look, I've had a lot of conversations about this one. People wondering what the heck are you doing? Why? What? Um, Skin cancer is a real thing, and there's just I'm as guilty as as anybody. I don't wear sunblock a lot of the time. My wife and now my kids, my two daughters, will get on me about that. Um, and Arturo, who's the founder, had this idea. Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. And we've seen the industries where commoditized products with great branding and marketing can cut through the clutter and make an impact. And for this one, actually make a difference. There's a real mission here of convincing guys to stop being idiots, me included, and to cover up and to wear. This isn't like a spray sunblock you wear at the beach. This is a daily routine that before you leave the house, when you get out of your shower, you're putting a daily covering that not only is sun protection, but is also moisturizer. So it has benefits to your skin. We all know if you have teenage daughters, you know skincare is the game right now. And men's skincare lags behind women in a major way. So we saw all that. We studied it. We met with a ton of advisors, ton of different folks in and around that world. We asked a very simple question: is this a really funny joke, or is this an opportunity to create a business? And the answer kept coming back. I think you guys are on to something. So, an unbelievable project over 18 months to take the brand from idea to a brand, to a product, to a package, to an online shopping experience, to now being out in the wild converting. So we are still in soft launch, friends and family mode right now. Um, as a business owner for Quento, Katie and I decided early on that we always wanted to have one project in our queue that was a stretch. That was outside of our comfort zone. We came from the world of sports marketing, and that was great. We really enjoyed that, but we believed that there was an ability to take the lessons from sports and bring them to other industries. Well, with that means she and I really enjoy being challenged. We really enjoy um, pushing outside of our comfort zone. So we've done different projects along the way that are just so far out of our realm. First, it was an insurance company, and C3 is still our partner today. We love our work in the insurance industry. So much fun. Then we did a sake brand. Another friend, creator, founder, had a product. We created the brand, brought it to market, wrote the story, built the website, all the stuff. Amazing journey, right? That one didn't make it. That happens, right? This is startup land. And now we're into men's skincare. The funny part is, yeah, the name is a little jarring, right? It's supposed to be. Oh, I did have to explain what that, why there was a joke in the double entendre to my daughter, which was great. I appreciate my wife giving me that opportunity. That was fun. But there's a real mission to it, and a lot of fun. And I'm definitely really proud of the work. The name is supposed to catch your attention. It is supposed to be jarring, but the meaning and the purpose behind the product and the mission of the product is very, very, very real. So yeah, so if you haven't done it yet, check out foreskinspf.com. You can use my promo code. My promo code is Cuento Wayne 25. Cuento Wayne, Wayne 25. That gets you a discount. I'd love it if you try it out and hit me up. Hey, tell me if how the process went. I've been getting nice messages from friends letting me know, how long it's taking to get to them and all of that stuff. Standing up a business from zero, now that Katie and I have that entrepreneurial bug, it's really fun for us. We do really enjoy it, and working with founders who maybe have an idea, but bring that idea to life. Because look, at the end of the day, this is a marketing business. Yes, there's a product, sure. The product is here, great. The rest of it is all marketing. So the challenge is on the table for us and our partners to bring it to life. And I'm really, really, really fired up with how that ended up, how the product, the packaging, the even down to the bag that arrived at my house. With the product in it, everything looked beautiful. So it was pretty great to see. Um, last sort of topic of conversation for today is going to be around content. I posted this on Saturday, and I'm going to hammer it again. I started this conversation talking about the World Cup and all the excitement that goes around it. From a business lesson standpoint, if you're in the content game at any level, if you produce content that is even World Cup or soccer adjacent right now, the algorithm is rewarding it. There's a lot of interest in that vertical. Catching trending topics is part of the game. Catching globally trending topics is just low hanging fruit. So here's the example. Guys, I produce content every week, and it's a slow grind. I appreciate it and understand that there's a lot of work that goes into that. And so I have committed myself this year to the consistency, and I'm seeing the results of that work. Great. We're making progress. We're doing the work. Cool. But what happens when you're consistent is you'll start to hit. Things will hit that you may not have produced that piece of content. You may not have done this. I've gotten way more comfortable doing this, talking in front of the camera, making points, having conversations. And because of that, I was able to produce more content. And I started this series on Reels and TikTok called Big Screen Breakdown, where I take a moment that happens in a venue and we watch it together, and then I break down kind of what went on behind the scenes and why it was great and all of the sort of nuance to it. Well, I started to do that with the World Cup content, and that content has just caught fire. People are really responding to it. I'm seeing view counts 10 times 20 times, 30 times larger than I've ever seen on my content consistently, which is great. I'm growing audience, I'm growing reach. That's the game, right? We are in the awareness. This is an awareness tactic, right? Not a conversion tactic. This is an awareness tactic. That's really hard for a lot of owners to understand. We are playing the awareness game with this specific tactic. So awareness is growing. It's doing its job. Well, the advice I went out with over the weekend was, if you're an accountant, turn it into some sort of data story, a business lesson, a piece of content that it can be anywhere in that realm. Um, one of our partners is an IP attorney. There's so much IP content out there right now. This is ripe for the picking. There are IP stories and I mean, just the Levi story alone. There's so much IP brand content to be had right now, to be created. Name your vertical. If you're in the food and hospitality space, there's so many food stories out there. This is a global story, a global opportunity for all of us to take advantage of. So I encourage everybody to just find a time this week to create one piece of content that is soccer adjacent and see what happens. Now, I'd like you to create one piece a day and let some momentum build. Because on the back of that, one last piece of advice: Facebook is exploding. I saw a ton of content over the last few weeks. Get on Facebook, start posting more on Facebook, short form on Facebook. They're not lying. Guys, I had my first video go over 500,000 views over the weekend, and it's still booming. I had 105 followers on my public Facebook page on Friday. Saturday morning, I got up to take my car to get the tires done. I created a video while sitting waiting for the car to get done. Posted that video, went home, went about my day. That video is now over 500,000 views since Saturday. It was breaking down and talking about the New York Knicks fan pouring trash on the street, in contrast to the Japanese fans that are walking around cleaning up stadiums before they leave. Pretty simple piece of content, popping, exploding. Would I have produced that piece of content 6 months ago? Absolutely not. No way. I wasn't in the habit. I wasn't in the rhythm. I'm in that rhythm now, and so it was easier for me to do. And now my Facebook pages, I've gained 1,000 followers in 48 hours, and it's still going. That's incredible. That's the business. That's one of the tactics that we deploy in our business. So I've got to do it. So that's it. That was my topics for today. I'm actually at work. I've been here for a minute. Quick ride with me. First one back. Appreciate you for checking it out. More to come for sure. But thank you so much for checking it out. This is how I ride to work, and I take you along with me. Maybe we'll do one. I'm heading to Vegas tonight. Maybe we'll do one on the Vegas Strip tomorrow. It'd have to be a record. I don't want to go live with the phone. I haven't figured out how to do that, not have it be all jumpy. But have a great day. Appreciate you. Thanks, guys. See you soon.